Many people have been waiting for that next Badoookie, and this Badoookie right here got it straight out the mud. Mudslide Badoookie the 10th, a preferred walk-on at Oregon State, coming in at 7 foot on D-line and O-line. That boy played both sides. Besides Travis Hunter being a duo player, this might be the first ever O-line and D-lineman. But going against FCS Midwest, that's how you boom somebody and get in the end zone early on. And on 3rd and 13, his tackle wasn't guarding me at all, but I missed the sack. Come on, man. Bam, oh my God. That's how you boom everyone. On O-line, he's absolutely obliterating these kids. But on 3rd and 4, oh my God, he let up a sack. And this player was staring the quarterback down. Mudslide said, you know what? Bam, oh my God, I'm going to make your quarterback fumble. Now, son, you done messed up. But on 1st and goal, bam, oh my God. While I work up to the next level, we go in to score another touchdown. It's now 17-0. And oh my God, I get a tackle for loss. I mean, Mudslide Badoookie the 10th is not here to play. But on 2nd and 13, I was shedding blocks and absolutely got to the ball with bad intentions. And I was getting into my kick stuff and son, get on the ground. That's how you absolutely throw someone to the ground and get back up like nothing happened. But as you can see, I was looking for more work and I absolutely missed them. But with that great win we had, Mudslide Badoookie has 6 pancakes. Oh my God. And let up 1 sack. But on defense, he had 5 total tackles. After absolutely balling out in last game, going into the next game against Hawaii, I absolutely found work and laid a block while Fenwick was going all the way down the field breaking tackles. And I'm still on that block, baby. We going for 6 early on. But getting on defense, bam, oh my God. I caught the quarterback lacking. I'm not going to lie. And after that big hit, the crowd went boo, and we absolutely had them rattled. So we got another sack, and oh my God, as you can see, we are breaking them down. And I will get another tackle. I mean, Mudslide is not playing. Bam, oh my God, we absolutely are not playing with them, and I promise you, they are gonna quit soon. But with the great blocking that Mudslide is doing, we get down to the goal line, and as you can see, he sticks on the block while it goes in for another touchdown. But on 1st and 10, oh my God, another sack. And he said, it's kind of getting easy. Whoever this tackle is, you need to fire him, because I'm absolutely dipping and ripping, club over and ripping, and absolutely getting to the quarterback with bad intentions. But we're going to score again, and bam, oh my God, his clock was ringing, oh my God. But on 3rd and 2, I go and get another sack. Well, only having 1 pancake on offense, he had 9 total tackles and 3 sacks on defense, oh my God. Going into our next game against number 11 Utah, get on the ground, boy, you suck. Mudslide Badoookie the 10th came out to this game personal. Bam, oh my God, this number 47 DN is going to get laid out all game. But on 2nd and 5th, as you can see, Mudslide Badoookie was clamping him up, but we going for 6, so it really didn't even matter anymore. But on 1st and 10, I was rallying the ball with my teammates. And on 1st and 10, we got a double team, and that's how you get off of the block and move up to the next level, and UGLE will go in for 6. And after having enough of this DN, I chop blocked him. I said, I bet you won't do it again. And I'm absolutely driving him like the blind side, so get out the club. But we going to win the game 26-3. On into our next game against San Diego State University. Mudslide Badoookie the 10th loves that rain because he gonna get real muddy. And that's why they refer to me as Mudslide. But oh my God, get on that ground, boy. I'm gonna stand over you because I got no respect for you, 45. And as you can see, I'm gonna clamp 45 up the rest of the game. And on 2nd and 10, he had nowhere to go. The quarterback steps up in the pocket and he gets a little hit on him. But guess what? That's 6, buddy. Bam! Oh my God, that's how you force somebody towards a tackle for loss. And on 3rd and 4, I was get out of the club, boy. You're gonna hate being on that ground, 45, because it's real muddy down there. Bam! I caught your safety as well, so you're not the only one. But on 2nd and 6, get on that ground, quarterback. I'm gonna come and break the whole offense apart. And on 3rd and 6, M. Arnold will get an interception. I said I'm gonna run with him. I'm in front of you, boy. Catch up. And as you can see, I will come back and lay a block, and he will go all the way for 6. As you see, Mudslide Badoookie had 5 pancakes, and on defense, only 2 tackles, but a great game. On to our next game against the Colorado Buffs. I heard they had some kind of hype, so it's time to shut that hype down. But on 4th and 6, I don't know what Mudslide Badoookie was doing, but we went for it and turned over downs and gave them the ball on the 30. We cannot be doing that, but absolutely went and got a tackle. I said, hey, let's get a 3 and out, and they're going to kick 3. But as you can see, we got to the quarterback and made that boy fumble, so we picked that thing up, and he could, and he would go all the way down to the 35. As you can see, we got down to the goal line. We absolutely had great protection up front, and we go in for 6, but bam, oh my God, that's how you meet somebody in the backfield and give them the headache for the rest of the night. Mudslide Badoookie the 10th trusted his technique and went in with another sack and was fired up with his teammates. And on 1st and 10, great protection again. He's trying to dip and rip, but son, I will take you to the sideline if you think you're gonna dip and rip on Mudslide Badoookie the 10th, but we going with another another touchdown, and guess what? Mudslide just absolutely obliterates this tackle and goes in with another stack on Shadir. 6 and 17, we go for it on 4th and goal and get a turnover downs, but guess what? We got that ball back, and on 1st and 10, I took ACL MCL out on this DN. I don't know what he was doing, but I absolutely missed the block, but guess what? We still went in for 6, and we will go on to win the game. He had 7 total tackles on the game. On to our next game against Washington State. We had some confusion on the O-line, and Mudslide Badoookie X let him go in for a hurry, so on the next play, he absolutely took ACL MCL out, but we dropped the ball. So getting on defense, I absolutely lost contain, so I had to make up for it and wrap and roll, because those Gator rolls were paying off, but that was just horrible defense, bud. After the end of this game, this D-lineman is going to have to ice his shins, because I'm absolutely going for him every single play. But as you can see, I work up to the next level, get a block, and we will go in for 6, but on 3rd and 5, bam! Oh my god, that's how you make someone flip in the backfield. Oh my god. But on 1st and 10, I let up another sack. I don't know what Mudslide Badoookie was doing. I guess he thought it was a run play, and it was a pass play. Come on, Mudslide, but he goes up and makes up for it and gets a sack. But it's 21-0, and on 1st and 10, I kind of split a double team and got a tackle for loss, but I kind of went down with a bruised elbow, and I was down for 1 quarter, and that was the whole game. But I ended the game off for 7 total tackles. Being ranked number 3 in the country, we're kind of a team that everyone's looking at now. And as you can see, I dip and rip and got a sack early, and oh my god, I met this running back in the backfield. But on 3rd and goal, I don't know what I was doing. I kept running off when it's a pass play and almost let up a sack, but we're good. But oh my god, that's how you get to the quarterback with bad intentions. And on 3rd and 2, as you can see, he tried to run that ball, and I say, no, you're not going anywhere. You guys bring out the special teams and punt the ball. But as you can see, on 1st and 10, I was getting my kick step, and I absolutely took ACL MCL out and picked up another block. That is crazy. But on 1st and goal, I was absolutely trying to take him to the field goal post, but I misangled him. But as you can see, I will catch an interception. Oh my god, this kid Mudslide Badoookie X is an athlete. Mudslide Badoookie X told coach before the game, they are gonna know my name after this one. The preferred walk-on that has gotten money and is taking it to the next level. He has 3 pancakes on the game and absolutely got 4 total tackles, and we going to win the game. And into this next game, this is the first time Mudslide Badoookie X pulled in. Bam! Oh my god, that's how you clean somebody's clock and not remember the next day. But as you can see, on 2nd and goal, we absolutely going for 6, and that's the way to start the game. But Mudslide absolutely let him run right past him and get hype after hitting his quarterback. So he said, you know what? I can't have that happen anymore. Bam! Get on the ground, son. Y'all do not stay on the same level as me. And oh my god, that's how you disrupt the play before it even gets started and stare that quarterback down, just how you stared mine. But as you can see, he goes and get another sack and ends the game off with 2 total tackles. Going into our next game, the big game against the #1 Trojans. Coach hyped me up before the game and said, son, go show them why this preferred walk-on is the best player in the nation. And as you can see, bam! Oh my god, that's how you hit them behind the line of scrimmage and get the game started and turn the momentum our way. But as you can see, on 2nd and 9, I absolutely read the screen, almost picked that thing off, but I dropped the ball. Come on, man. And when it absolutely got a sack on Caleb Williams and said this offensive line sucked, but getting the ball back on the goal line, we went and scored. And on 1st and 10, I went and got that boy for another sack. I absolutely took ACL MCL out. He had nowhere to go. But on 1st and 10, guess what? I got him again, son. Absolutely wrapped them arms and went for a ride. Oh my god, another sack. And on 4th and 17, let's end the game, baby, with another one. And I break the school record in sacks, and that's how you rip the #1 team apart. And we are #1 now with 8 total tackles on the game. After taking the #1 role in the country, we are now the target in the Pac-12. But as you can see, I threw him on the ground early on and worked up to the next level and boomed him and stand over him because I'm his father. But as you can see, I kept running down the field and we couldn't score, but we will kick 3. And on 2nd and 5, this is why you never give up on the play. Mudslide Badoookie X went and got the quarterback, and as you can see, breaks the school sack season with 15 sacks already. But on 3rd and 12, guess what? He went and got 16. That's another sack. Go ahead and add that to the record. But as you can see, we was double teaming to put him on his knees. Hey, yo. But on 3rd and 6, as you can see, I worked up the field, made a block, and I was just holding on. Once I get a grip of you, son, you can't get away. We will kick 3 again and miss it. Oh, my God. But as you can see, we worked down the field again. This time we score with 7 total tackles on the game. We're going to win 20-0. Going into our next game, which is a ranked game against #12 Washington. I don't know what their DBs were doing, but Irish, the fastest receiver we got on the team, takes it all the way down, but he gets hogged. I absolutely lied about that. He's not the fastest wide receiver, but Bolden will go in for 6. But on 1st and 10, I dip and rip and club rip over and goes and get the sack and club rip again. Oh my God, another sack. That's how you get dual sacks back to back. Once Mudslide Badoookie X gets fired up on defense, he gets fired up on offense as well and throw him out of the club and tries to work up to the next level, but the play was over. Club rip over. Boom! Get on the ground, son! And absolutely gets another tackle for loss. Actually, that was a 0-yard rush. So basically, you got nothing. But on 3rd and 6, as you can see, he went and got another sack. This kid is crazy. But as you can see, he gets 10 total tackles as we go on to win the close game. Again, later in the season, we're starting to play all the ranked and harder teams that we're going to face. So as you can see, we're going against Oregon, and they chop like me, and I kind of don't like how that feels. So I went and got a sack. I said, you know what? I do it a lot, but I don't like how it feels. But on 3rd and 13, Mudslide Badoookie absolutely threw him out of the club, but it was an incomplete pass, so it didn't matter. Sack! You can't run from me, Bo Nix! But as you can see on 2nd and 13, I absolutely drilled this running back behind the line of scrimmage for a negative 1-yard rush. But on 2nd and 8, guess what? I got that running back behind the line of scrimmage, actually a 0-yard rush, so he had nothing. But as you can see on 1st and 10, I throw that boy out of the club, son. It doesn't feel good on the ground, does it? But on 1st and 10, bam, you get on the ground, and I'm going to stand over you, son. But on 2nd and 1, as you can see, he split the double team, but guess what? We ran the ball outside. 6. But as you can see, a sack on 3rd and 20. I'm not playing. I'm absolutely fired up. But as you can see, he gets player of the game with 6 total tackles and 3 sacks. After taking the #1 seed earlier in the season from the Trojans, they kind of wanted their rematch in the Pac-12 championship. So I absolutely threw him out of the club. So y'all gonna have to work for this. And on 4th and 1, we absolutely made a turnover downs. That wasn't a good start to the game, but I absolutely get a tackle for loss. And on 2nd and 12, I'm going to get Caleb Williams, and he did a Patrick Mahomes throw. Oh my God, that was insane. But on 1st and 10, I threw him out of the club. This Trojans defense is not playing with us, but getting to the goal line, guess what? I chop blocked him, and we went to go score, and I went to go get another sack. I said, I promise y'all not gonna score. And I was absolutely fired up and absolutely hit the running back as soon as he got started. And guess what? We are Pac-12 champions. And as you can see, my teammate, the QB, almost had Heisman. Mudslide Badoookie X said, my time is coming. After winning the Pac-12 championship, it's time that we now go to that national championship. It's time that we show every team who we are. And it's time to face off against the Florida Gators. We are now #1 and they are now #2. And we did not start off intense. We fumbled the ball early on. They will get the ball and I get a sack on this wannabe Tim Tebow, and I was not playing with him. I broke the NCAA sack record. But on 3rd and 15, guess what? I went and got another one. Add that to my stats as well, because I'm not playing and I'm going to stare him down. My teammates had to grab me back because this one is personal. But on 2nd and 13, I absolutely chop block him, but they stared the quarterback down, and I said, you know what? I'm not going for that. Get over here, son. And as you can see on 2nd and 4, I absolutely tried to throw him out of the club, but we go in for 6. And on 1st and 10, get over here, boy. Y'all shouldn't have stared my quarterback down. It's over with. I tried to intercept that ball, but instead, I hit him for a tackle for loss and got a negative 5-yard reception. The way that Mudslide Badoookie X is coming out to play, he's not coming to play. But as you can see, my quarterback rolls out of the pocket, and we go in with another TD. And on 1st and goal, we was double teaming, but that's how you slide off and go in with another one. And Mudslide Badoookie X, player of the game with 11 tackles. And as you can see, the coach is presented the national championship trophy. And we are champs of the city, and we were absolutely fired up. After coming in as a preferred walk-on, given the chance to earn scholarship dollars, he earned the scholarship dollars. But being from the Badoookie family, they usually earn that in high school, but he didn't. He got the chance and took advantage of it with 24 pancakes of the season and 86 tackles on defense. If you ask me, as a freshman, he should have won Heisman. After having a magnificent freshman season, it's time to go into his sophomore debut against Hawaii, and he gets a sack to start the game off. And Mudslide Badoookie X has set a goal for himself, and he wants to win Heisman, but boom, got to Marty. He laid that boom on that kid and made him flip. But after scoring 7, we marched back down that field again on 3rd and goal. As you can see, I was was him and his defensive lineman up, and I said, son, you turned the wrong way. But as you can see, I made another tackle for loss, and on 1st and 10, get out that club, boy. You didn't want to fall, but I'm going to hawk you down that field. But somehow, some way, the wide receiver fumbles the ball, and we give them the ball back, and they were hyped up. But Mudslide said, get on that ground, boy. I promise you, y'all won't get another 1st down. But as you can see, on 1st and 10, he pulls, and they get a tackle for loss. So they were absolutely hyped up, but I said, we're putting an end to it. We go down and score. On 1st and 10, I absolutely boomed him, made a tackle, and as you can see, on 1st and 10, again, dip over, rip, and go get a sack on that quarterback and get up and say, yes, sir. So after absolutely taking the whole momentum of the game, it goes our way with another sack, and Mudslide Badoookie X gets player of the game with 12 total tackles. Advancing to our next game against Cal. Get on that ground, boy. You suck. I promise you, you won't last another second in this game with Mudslide Badoookie. But it's kind of time we show everyone why we were the #1 ranked team, why we earned that national championship. But as you can see, they threw us the number rank 8. But it doesn't matter. We're going to show you as he clamps him up again. Here as you can see, on 1st and 10, we absolutely had their teammate on his knees. Hey, yo, get up, and I lay it on the other teammate, son. You get up as well. But we will drive down that field, and on 1st and goal, I take ACL, MCL lot, absolutely chop block this kid. Got up and turned around and looked at him, but bam, good God almighty, he laid that boom in that backfield and stared him down and said, get up. But as Cal receives the ball, we're going to keep that donut on the scoreboard, so Mudslide Badoookie will break the school sacks record with 38 sacks already on the season, and he was absolutely fired up. He said, give me my ball, and I'm going to take that to my mom. But on 1st and goal, as you can see, he clamped him up, and we go in with another touchdown. But on 2nd and 10, give him another sack. He's going to be on you all night. But as you can see, on 3rd and 18, he will read that out. Oh my God, he dropped it. Come on, baby. That could have been an interception to the crib. But he ends the game off with 3 total pancakes and has 4 total tackles on the game. After beating USC last year, and somehow they get a better rank than us this year, well, I put him on the ground and said, y'all gonna get their rematch. But they absolutely came out in tits. I threw him on the ground again and said, son, you gonna respect me. You don't remember me? Mudslide Badoookie the 10th. But he clamps him up again, and on 1st and 10, Hatton Jr. takes it in for 6. And with Caleb Williams going into the NFL draft, y'all are in for a long one. This quarterback, you're gonna feel me as well. But bam, oh my God, I made him fumble, and we hop on the ball and get a turnover on our goal line. But as you can see, I take ACL, MCL out, get on 1st and goal, and our quarterback throws a dot. Bam, I'm on them all night. I'm telling y'all, boy, we are gonna need EMS to the field ASAP. But as you can see, on 1st and 10, I take ACL, MCL out, but UGLE will fumble the ball, and they hop on it. And every time we make a good play, we make a bad one. So bam, get on the ground. I mean, we're just absolutely, get on that ground, boy. You can't mess with me, number 6. But as you can see, on 1st and 10, I go get another one and throw that quarterback on the ground. And I say, y'all done unleashed the beast. And on 1st and 10, get on that ground again, baby. You gonna feel me all night. With some great blocking by Mudslide Badoookie the 10th, we going for 6, but oh my God, push, pull, and dodge for the quarterback legs and get a sack. And on 2nd and 17, we end that game off with a sack. He gets player of the game with 8 total tackles. After setting the standard last game and showing every team we're not coming to play with the Pac-12 this year, absolutely boom him and laid on him. But on 1st and 10, I dip and rip, club over rip, and go get a sack. Put them 8 yards behind the line of scrimmage is crazy. But on 2nd and 18, guess what? Let's go push them back 8 more yards. I'm not here to play with you guys. And on 1st and 10, he dipped up, and guess what? The quarterback was outside, and he goes all the way for 6. Going to the next one on 1st and 10, let's push them some more yards back. -8 again behind the line of scrimmage. But on 3rd and 9, guess what? Let's get another one. I'm not here to play. I promise you, Mudslide Badoookie the 10th is going for Heisman. But on 2nd and 10, he was, oh my God, get on that ground, boy. Yeah, it don't feel good on the ground. I bet it don't. It's kind of cold down there today. After having absolutely 2 pancakes back to back, I go get another sack to get them off of the field. And it's now 14-0. We drive back down to the goal line and go win to make it 21-0. But on 1st and 10, I gotta go get them for another sack. And guess what? On 4th and 9 to end the game, I keep dropping these interceptions. But Mudslide gets player of the game with 9 total tackles and 7 sacks. On to our next game against Stanford, they're kind of showing us our respect. We're not ranked number 3, and I throw him out of the club, and he was just in a doggy position. But on 4th and 14, we go for it, and he will get the 1st down and go in for 6. And on 3rd and 8, I said I want a sack, so I'm gonna go get it. And he absolutely said, you're going nowhere. But on 1st and 10, that's how you get off of a block and lay another block and absolutely put him on the ground. But as you can see, I'm on my block, and we will go in for 6. It's now 14-0, and I want another one. Son, get on on that ground. Obviously on both sides, Mudslide Badoookie the 10th is a dog, but defense is just absolutely getting too easy for him in this Pac-12. But on 1st and 10, look at these tackles. They cannot stick him. He's absolutely dipping and ripping inside. He ends the game off with 4 total tackles with another win. Going into our next game against Army, bam, I faked him to going inside and laid him on his butt. But going into the next play, as you can see, I absolutely got ran through. He ran through me with his head, and I kind of fell on the ground. I didn't kind of like that. So I clubbed over Whip and got a sack and made the quarterback do a front flip and got up and said, ha, 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 I got you. But on 1st and 10, bam, get on that ground, son. I'm not here to play with you. Bam, I'm going to lay it all night. And as you can see, I was, oh my God, get back on the ground. Bam, as he will Bowden. Oh my God, he could and he would go all the way for 6. After that spectacular run, I jumped over the line and got the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage and got up and said, you're not going anywhere. And as you can see, I kept contained. Oh my God, you guys can't go anywhere. Bam, 92, you should consider quitting football. But as you can see, Mudslide Badoookie gets player of the game with 7 total tackles and 5 sacks. Going into this next game, it's the biggest game on our schedule. It's going against number 1 Utah, and it's time to put them to an end. They are 10-0 as well, so I'm going to stay on this block while my teammate Villing goes all the way for 6. Son, get off the block sometime. I mean, on 2nd and 3, I went and go get a sack on their quarterback, and it's on, baby. I'm not here to play. On 1st and 10, I was absolutely looking for nothing and let my player go in and sack the QB, and he was absolutely hyped up, and I don't know what Mudslide was doing. As you can see, he made our quarterback fumble and absolutely made the tackle, but that's 2 back-to-back let up sacks. But as you can see on the goal line, they will punch it in. Somehow he got back up and scored. I mean, I didn't know what was going on, so I took MCL out and said, I'm not here to play with you. I don't care. I'm mad now. So Mudslide Badoookie absolutely blocking no one, and we go in with another touchdown. And on 1st and 10, boom! Finally, Mudslide, you blocked something. But with being the number 1 team in the nation, they have a decent D-line, but just not enough to stop us. We go on and win the ball game. Going into our next game against Arizona State University, on 3rd and 3, we were driving down the field, but our quarterback DJ threw an interception, and things were not starting off well early on. But I absolutely chop blocked this kid, but that didn't do anything. They got the ball back. I mean, this running back was just running, but just look at the athleticism from Mudslide Badoookie the 10th as he go make that tackle. But on 3rd and 9, I was absolutely clamping up this DN, and DJ threw another interception. This is 2nd one of the game, and I said, no, you're not going. Boom, that boy got scared. He stepped out of bounds. And on 3rd and 12, bam, I told you I was going to get your player. Mudslide absolutely made his teammate pay for it just because his other player stepped out of bounds. But after trying to cut block him, he wasn't going for it, but we still went in to score. And on 2nd and 10, absolutely hit the quarterback, and he fumbled. I end the game off with 5 total tackles as we're going with the dub. After taking that win last week, I mean, every team out there is wanting to be us. They do not want to see us go back-to-back champions, and it's going to happen. There's nothing you can do about it. And on 1st and 10, Mudslide Badoookie the 10th when it got a sack on the quarterback, and he was absolutely fired up, but absolutely got blocked by 2 people, and they still couldn't stop him. Mama, he went and got another one, but bam, boy, where you thought you was going? But as you can see, trying to double team, I absolutely shift off and boom, number 25 and put him on the ground. And guess what? Your other teammate could get it on the double team. He was on his knees, ayo. But on 2nd and inches, this dude thought he was going to make the tackle, but 25, we had some kind of beef because you weren't getting to my quarterback. Would you look at this, number 95 is getting sent all the way to the sideline. Son, you need to rethink about football in your career. But on 1st and 10, as you can see, get on that ground, boy, with a negative 8-yard loss. And oh my God, Badoookie drops another interception with 5 pancakes on the game and 5 total tackles. We going to win another one. On to our next game against the Colorado Buffs. After beating them last year, we kind of don't even know who this team is anymore. I mean, we're just absolutely going to blow them out. But number 33 absolutely got drawn out of the club, and the ball wasn't even going that way, son. And I tried to get his player, but he got lucky. The whistle was blown. But on 1st and goal, we going with another one. It's now 21-0, and on 3rd and 6, I absolutely hawk him down. He got a gain of too much. But on 2nd and 7, I went to go get Shedeur with a sack. But on 1st and 10, I said, let's get Shedeur again. So I got Shedeur again, and I said on 3rd down, let's get Shedeur one more time. And we going to win 28-6 with 6 total tackles on the game. After beating the number 1 team this year, we still don't have our respect. After going in with the first touchdown of the game, as you can see, though, we're still ranked number 3, and we beat number 1 Utah early in the season, and they gave the number 1 seed to Washington. We're going to show you guys why we deserve it. And as you can see, Mudslide was absolutely blocking him up as we go in with another one. Bam! Bam! Oh my God, that wasn't a boom, but I threw him to that ground. I said, this is personal. I'm not gonna lie. And it's in the snow. It's finna get real muddy. But I let up a sack and things weren't kind of going my way. So on defense, I had to show back up. And on offense, I said, come on, you gotta clamp him down, Mudslide. But East catches that ball and he could and he would get go all the way for a 6. I thought he was gonna get hauled, but that boy just took off. But absolutely get another tackle for loss. And I said, I want this quarterback. He needs to be out of the game. And on 2nd and 2, I let up another sack. So on defense, I have to go get it back and drops the interception. Come on, man. Washington had a chance to score to tie the game up, but boom, 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 boom. You know who shut that down. Mudslide Badoookie gets player of the game with 10 total tackles. But finally, we got our respect. We are now the number 1 seed going against number 21 seed Oregon. It's time for another blowout. But as you can see, I was absolutely walling him off, but we got a negative -1 yard rush. But reading all of these screens, I could never get an interception, but I made the tackle. But on 3rd and 14, I absolutely went to go get Bo Nix. He's going to hate me after this game. I'm not going to lie to you. But on 2nd and 1, I absolutely shifts off and bams him in the end zone. Oh my God. Bam! I might just get boomed twice. That's crazy. But on 3rd and 7, I went and got another sack on Bo Nix. But on 3rd and goal, I tried to throw him out of the club, but we still went to go score, so it didn't matter. Boom! I got your teammate instead, buddy. Oh my God, as you see, the running back stiff armed in as well. Bam! We're not playing with you guys. We go in with another touchdown, and I got play of the game. Absolutely had Oregon fans mad. Even Bo Nix thinking about his career, but he's gonna come back. But as you can see, Mudslide Badoookie ends game off with 4 pancakes and 5 total tackles. Going into the Pac-12 championship, boom, oh my God, I set him on the ground, and Utah kind of wanted their rematch after we took that number 1 seed from him, but absolutely made a tackle for loss in the backfield and was fired up, absolutely turned up. But on 1st and goal, we were kind of struggling to get in that end zone, but we finally get in there, and with this tackle right here, Mudslide kind of hurt himself, but he kind of stayed in and really hurt himself, so he got put out for the game. But my teammates wanted to go handle the job. While getting put out in the 2nd quarter and coach telling me I got play of the game was just amazing for me. After one of the hardest things to ever do in college is go back-to-back champions. So guess what? We made it back to that national championship, and Mudslide said he's back. While he was hurting, he still came back because it's the national championship and he can't miss this. But on 4th and 6, we went for it and we kinda didn't get it. We turned over the ball, so on defense, bam! Oh my God. We woke up the crowd. They said, oh my God. And as you can see, we go get another sack. And I absolutely picked him up and threw him on the ground, son, because it's the championship and I want to win. But as you can see, bam! Another big hit on this running back. He's going to have a concussion after this game. Mudslide Badoookie the 10th did not come to play. He throws him out of the clubs and put him in a doggy position. But on 1st and 10, as you can see, I pushed him the right way. And UGLE breaking tackles because he wants it. My quarterback is built different. And on 1st and 10, Mudslide goes and get another sack. And we're going to catch that running back again. Henry Parrish Jr., you're mine. But as you can see on 2nd and 7, oh my God, another sack for Mudslide Badoookie the 10th. And on 1st and 10, he was double teaming this player right here. Absolutely hemmed him up. And guess what? We are national champions again. But after Mudslide Badoookie the 10th gets all NCAA back-to-back years for his freshman and sophomore year, he said he kind of wants change and he wants to go play for the SEC. That being said, with 2 years of eligibility left, Mudslide Badoookie the 10th has entered the transfer portal. After wanting to transfer to the SEC, Mudslide Badoookie the 10th has transferred and committed to Alabama Crimson Tide, throwing other defenders out of the club and also being on defense. This two-way dual player is crazy. But with that being said, going into our first game of the season against South Carolina, we had to punt them the ball early on. He was absolutely running the defenders over, so I came and bammed him. Oh my God. I laid it all to him and told him he not gonna come in our house and try to school us. But going into the next play on 4th and 1, I absolutely was trying to get a bull rush going, but it didn't work. But my teammates came and knocked the ball out, and on 1st and 15, get on that ground, boy. Just because I came from the Pac-12, you may get up. And Mudslide Badoookie the 10th, bam, had this potential from the start, and oh my God, that's how you run through somebody and go get a sack as well. Oh my God, this kid is different. But club over rip, boom, oh my God, lay down, son. But on 1st and 10, bam, get on the ground. That's another one. And I'm just waiting and I let up a sack. I mean, after doing so great, it's always going to be a mess up. So I will get him back. I was clamping him up on 2nd and goal. And the quarterback will run it in for 6. And bam, boy, you thought you were safe. But on 1st and goal, that's absolutely how you wall someone off. I didn't wall him off well, but the running back will stiff arm him for 6. I had 4 pancakes on the game and 4 total tackles in my first SEC game. Going into our next game against Vanderbilt on 1st and 10, as you can see, he tried to hit the quarterback. I fall on my face. The quarterback fumbles the ball, and Mudslide Badoookie, the 10th, picks that ball up and takes it for 6 with his first career touchdown. But every time you think something is good, the referee comes to the field and said the play was reversed. So on 1st and goal, I absolutely went to go block for my teammate, and he went in for 6. And on 1st and 10, I absolutely went to go get that quarterback with bad intentions. I say, y'all called my touchdown back. It's over. It's going to be a long game for these boys. But on 2nd and 14, as you can see, I was clamping them down. I don't know why this DN keeps doing a spin move on me, but we throw it to Brooks for 6. But on 2nd and 20, my God, I wanted a boom, but he ran me over. I'm not going to lie. I was still hyped up. But with Mudslide Badoookie the 10th being one of the most versatile players in all college football, except for Travis Hunter, I mean, he has to go for Heisman this year. And I mean, if it's not this year, it's going to be next year. But as you can see, he was laying a good block for his running back, McAleen, and he took that thing all the way down that sideline on 4th and 5. Let's get these boys off the field. We're going to win another game 24-0. He ends the game off with 7 total tackles. Going into our next game against Texas A&M, a ranked team, number 21 in the nation. I threw him out of the club, son. You do not deserve a single-digit number on the ground. But as you can see, early on, they holded us to 3, but I went to go get a sack. I said, no. I want to go for a 7, and I go get another one, son. Y'all go kick 3 too. Since we had to kick 3, y'all didn't even put up 3 on the board. But as you can see, they got the first down and absolutely went to go score. They got more than 3, more than I wanted. But on 1st and 10, I was clamping up, and Brooks go down that sideline for 6. But club over rip, oh my God, on 2nd and 18, that didn't get me anywhere. They were double teaming me, but Caleb Downs with the interception on the 1-yard line. And going into halftime, Mudslide Badoookie was pissed off, and his teammate wanted to dap him up, so he dapped him up. But bam, that's how you come back out of halftime saying y'all gonna set the standard and move on and take over with this team. But guess what? They holded us to 3. But after only putting up 3 points after halftime, that isn't good. But I absolutely hit this quarterback. I don't know why he's wearing number 15. I guess he's throwing like him as well, but he thinks he's Patrick Mahomes. But number 5, what are you doing? You're looking at my teammates run the ball. You're not going to go get the ball, but we're going to win another game. And Mudslide gets player of the game with 7 total tackles. Going into our next game against one of the teams the Alabama Crimson Tide always plays in the championship game. Number 1, Georgia. It's time to put an end to him. And as you can see, I made that quarterback trip up, and I absolutely take ACMCLI. I'm taking cheap shots all game. I don't want you to win. But as you can see, I was absolutely clamping this kid up while Benson was going all the way down the field. So we get down the field on 2nd and goal. He's trying to do some type of move, but the quarterback fumbles the ball. So I absolutely tackle him as quick as I can. I mean, we came out intense, but playing a team like this, we cannot make mental mistakes like that. But bam, get on the ground. So I'm going to stand over you while we go up for 6. That is disrespectful. Oh my God. Almost a one-hand interception. Come on, D Lineman. That's a dream for us. Well, Mudslide Badoookie the 10th dropping that ball, he was kind of frustrated with himself, and Georgia started to get the momentum. But on 4th and 14, as you can see, the quarterback steps up and they went to go sack him, so we had to put up 3. It is now 17-10, and I absolutely fall on my face, but look at the effort from Mudslide Badoookie the 10th. Oh my God, makes a tackle, playing both sides on the ball and still having energy. This kid is different. But we kicked 3 again, and dong! It bounces off the goalpost. And on 3rd and 10, we give these boys another chance. He throws that ball up, but guess what? We will pick it off, and this is how we take down the number 1, Georgia. Well, Mudslide Badoookie not having the best game. He ends the game off with 1 pancake and also 5 total tackles on defense. Not so bad. With this new schedule, the Alabama Crimson Tide, bam, oh my God, has gotten. We're kind of going against teams that we never really play. So, bam, we're going against Miami, and it's time to show these boys why they never, bam, should play us. That's 3 pancakes back to back. But as you can see, I was clamping him down, and that's how you wall someone off. And oh my God, I missed the quarterback and falls on my face, and just watch him go down that sideline. I'm not gonna lie, Miami's fighting to be an ACC team, but bam, oh my God, it's time to hurt all of you players. But on 2nd and 10, as you can see, Mudslide Badoookie the 10 goes in with a sack, and he was absolutely fired up. He said, y'all boys, welcome to the Big A. But we drive back down to the goal line and score
score again and go get a sack. Things are just getting too easy out here. But after this tackle for loss, things were not going Mudslide way. He bruised his sternum and was out for the whole quarter, so he missed the rest of the game. He had 5 pancakes and absolutely 6 total tackles on the game. But after taking out number 1 Georgia, we are now number 1 in the nation. But going against number 10 Florida, it's time to make another statement game, and we got a 24-yard rush on that game, so we said let's run it again. But the Gators said no. They weren't going for it, and they defense step up to the plate, and we had to punt the ball back to them. So it's time for our defense to step up, and we did. But as you can see, we go in for 6. We're getting the ball back, and bam, get on that ground, son. That's where you belong. But the quarterback kind of threw another interception, and the Gators were fired up again. But Mudslide Badoookie X said, you know what? I had enough. He throws him on the ground and absolutely went down the field to look for work, but didn't find any more work. But on 1st and 10, he was coming up, take ACL, MCL out, and we will go in to score. It's now 21-0, and I get a sack. We finally found our niche in this game, and oh my God, another sack. I absolutely hit that quarterback for 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage. But as you can see on 1st and 10, we double team him and absolutely knock his player on the ground. But after that game, we act like we won a championship. Going into our next game against the number 16 Michigan Wolverines, we did not have good news coming out to this rainy game. In the warm-ups, Mudslide Badoookie X broke his toe with his teammates, so that put him out for 1 week, so he would miss the entire week. But my boys did not handle business. Actually, we lost 21-10. But after Mudslide Badoookie X missed the whole week, he was telling his quarterback, let's get this together. We're not losing another one. Bam! Oh my God. That's how you come back and come out in intense and tell them boys that after missing that week for that broken toe, we are going to turn up. But just when he turned the momentum on offense did not go well. They took it for 6 after picking up a fumble. And we cannot have that, man. We can't lose another one. So I absolutely hit Jefferson for a sack or -4 yard. And I absolutely put my knee on his back. Bam! Oh my God. I was playing as disrespectful as I can because I'm not losing again. But I absolutely get a sack and force the fumble. I mean, am I the only one out here that wants to win? But after doing some good things, I missed my block on offense, but Law will absolutely force his way into the end zone. That's what I'm talking about. But I go and get a sack on KJ Jefferson. But on 1st and 10, I was sitting back there and didn't find any work, so I ran in the end zone with my teammate, man. Let's go celebrate. But I went to go get another sack. I wasn't playing with him. Bam! Oh my God, get on the ground while we going for 21 zip. I get player of the game with 7 total tackles. Going into our next game, I absolutely hit my landmarks, and this DN, I heard him say oof after I hit him with that punch. But on 1st and 10, I went to go get a sack on defense. I said, Jaden Daniels, you're in for a long one because I'm going to sack you all game. Bam! Oh my God. I think he was absolutely sent to the IR after that hit right there. But I absolutely went to go get another sack and got up and said, shh. But as you can see on 2nd and 14, get out of the club, boy. I'm back here sitting with the quarterback looking for the next block while you on the ground. Wow, it's 21-0. It's now 34-7, and I just go get another sack. Coach takes me out the game. I ended the game off of 4 pancakes and absolutely 7 tackles. On to our next game against Mississippi State on 2nd and 8. McAleen absolutely with great blocking up front takes this ball all the way up the sideline for a 55-yard rush to get the game started. I absolutely take ACL, MCL out and run with my wide receiver in the end zone. And on 1st and 10, I absolutely throw him out of the club and absolutely pick up another block while my quarterback is running for that first down. I mean, that's bam! Oh my God. There's a lot going on. Mudslide Badoookie X got up and said no. And on 1st and 10, guess what? He went to go get another sack. He is shutting this team all the way down, but absolutely falling on his butt. His teammates went to go get another one. Look at them. They both celebrate, and we all celebrating because we all are doing our jobs. But we going to win 52-0. Going into our next game against Kent State, I absolutely pulled and bam, did I knock him into the next year? Well, guess what, guys? It's 2024. Bam! Oh my God, I absolutely laid him out as well. And McAleen absolutely gets up that sideline and goes all the way for 6. But on 1st and 10, bam, I knocked him into the running back and bam, this teammate as well. It's a lot of booming going on, and I absolutely throw him out of club. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why they put Kent State on our schedule, but every player is gonna feel Mudslide Badoookie X. He absolutely pulls, didn't find any work, but guess what? Boom! I come back and find work. But with Mudslide Badoookie X absolutely knocking everyone on the ground on offense, on defense, he gets a big tackle for loss. And as you can see, he will read this screen and sit him down as soon as he catches it. Guess what? He didn't catch it as well. And bam! Oh my God, he should have a headache. But going into the next way, he reads the screen again, and that's another tackle for loss for him. But on 1st and goal, he absolutely thought he was going somewhere and got bam, son, you got fooled. But he ends the game off for 8 pancakes and 5 5 total tackles on the game. Going into our next game against Auburn, I absolutely had the easiest job going into this play. I didn't block anybody, falls on my face, and watch my running back break tackles and go all the way for a 6. But going into the next play, I absolutely get pancaked. I don't know what Mudslide Badoookie X is doing, but he gets pancaked again. I don't know what he's doing, but he's celebrating with his teammate. He said, my fault, fellas. I'm going to make up for all of my missing. And went to go get a sack for -8 yards and get up and say, I got y'all boys. I'm just getting started. But he was blocking down on him as we're going with another touchdown. But on defense, he said he go rap and roll. Those Gator rolls are paying off with another sack, and he's blocking up again while we go in for another touchdown. But he gets pulled out of the game again with 45-0, 2 pancakes, and only 3 tackles. Not a so good game. The moment we've all been waiting for. The reason why Nick Saban brought Mudslide Badoookie X here is to go to another championship game. But oh my God, Mudslide Badoookie X gets an opportunity of a lifetime and will pick it off in the national championship game and take it all the way back for his first career touchdown. He was absolutely fired up, and that's the way to get the game started by boom. Oh my God. But get to the ground, boy, with 2 tackles for loss back to back and a TD. This boy's not here to play, mama, with another sack for -8 yards. He said he wants it all. Bring it on. Going into the next play on 1st and 10. Oh my God, get out of the club, son. You do not belong to be on the same level as me. And on 3rd and 5, I went to go get a sack on the quarterback. And on 1st and 10, I was clamping up while Brooks absolutely went in for 6. And after turning up with my teammates, it was time to go celebrate that national championship win. Mudslide Badoookie X gets player of the game with 5 tackles and 1 interception, and he is now presenting the national championship trophy with Nick Saban, yours truly. But as you can see, he did not win Heisman. But in the college football polls, we were ranked at number 3, and that means we weren't going to the national championship. So Mudslide Badoookie X had opted out of the bowl because he has a decision to make. He doesn't know if he wants to go to the NFL or come back for a senior year. This is Mudslide Badoookie X, and after sleepless nights, not knowing if he wanted to come back for that next season, he's back for his senior season at Alabama Crimson Tide, and it's time to go get a national championship and Heisman. But going into our next game against Vanderbilt, absolutely going to score early. I club over, rip this kid, and this 3rd down, and I said, let's go get a 3 and out, and we will do so. We said y'all boys ain't gonna score nothing. And on 1st and 10, I was absolutely clamping up again, but the QB got sacked, and his number 9 was getting a little too hyped. So I said, guess what? I'm gonna take it out on your teammate. Number 92, you would never touch the quarterback. Bam! Oh my God, I'm looking for more work. On 4th and goal, I'm blocking the DN, but my teammates just let these interior guys come and take over and get another sack on the QB. I said, you know what? Bam! Get on the ground. I'm not playing with anyone. That's how you run through a lineman and get a tackle for loss. On 3rd and 11, absolutely. Oh my God, I thought I had that ball, but they will recover. So you know what that means? We go back out on offense, and he tripped up. Get up, because I'm going to block you. But on 2nd and 2, bam! Oh my God, go get a sack. Mudslide Badoookie the 10th is going insane. Bam! Oh my God, another one. This tackle is having trouble with Mudslide all game, because guess what? He's going to get real muddy because it's raining. But on 1st and 10, God, another sack. Let's go. While we're up 14-0 on 2nd and 4, I'm absolutely just having fun now. I take this number 93 all the way out of the club. Boom, get on the ground, son. I'm gonna watch you get back up, and we will drive down the field. Boom, oh my God, another one, and I absolutely stared him down as we went in for 6. He gets player of the game with 5 total tackles on his first game back. After last game's blowout, going into our next game against Kent State, it's time to blow them out too. But we absolutely drive down the field. Mudslide Badoookie trips over his feet, but we still go in for 6. Oh my God, missing this sack on this quarterback Brewster, we still go and get a 3 and out. I was still hyped up, but double teaming this kid is shifting over to the next one. Oh my God, fell on the ground, get back up, son. Hustle down the field while Miller takes it all the way for 6. And on 1st and 10, oh my God, that's a sack. Mudslide will break the record. And on 3rd and 11, he absolutely read this screen, so his teammates will rally to the ball. It's only 2 of them, but guess what? Mudslide earned them that sack. On 1st and goal, oh my God, bam, you thought you were a safe, kid. And on 3rd and 15, club over a rip. Let's go get a sack on his neck. What is he doing? Oh my God, get back up because I'm staring him down. And on 1st and 10, bam, oh my God, that was absolutely disrespectful. And on 3rd and 3, bam, get on the ground. You're not safe either. And I'm going to get another sack. And this two-way dual threat is something you should watch out for. He ends the game off with 4 pancakes and absolutely ends the game off with 6 total tackles. After dominating in the first 2 games of the season, that's the way to start the season. And going into our next game against 0-2 Michigan, we're going to treat them as such. And Brooks almost took it all the way to the crib, but he got shoestringed. On first and goal, I was absolutely blocking one of their best D linemen, and I told him it was going to be a long game. He tried to push me after the play, reading the screen, and then going to get JJ McCarthy. Sacked. Absolutely made them punt the ball, and we will, oh my God, he muffled the ball, but he will go right, go back left, and get tackled. Going into the next play, I told this D lineman, you're not going to get sacks on me. I don't care who you think you are. And he's celebrating. He didn't do anything, but bam, I'm going to show him why he shouldn't be celebrating. I'm going to get his offense a long game. Bam, get on the ground, son. I'm going to treat you as such as well. And I wanted you, number 19, but you're lucky. You got safe. But on 4th and 18, we kicked 3 and bang, we missed it. But absolutely shedding a block. I'm just going to give it to him on defense. Another sack. We go on and win the ball game. Absolutely had a great game with 6 total tackles on it. Not so many pancakes. On to this next game. I'm not going to lie. This number 5 at DN was the strongest DN Mudslide has ever went against. He dipped and ripped and absolutely got a tackle for loss. So Mudslide said he cannot let that happen again. So he was blocking up while his teammate goes all the way for 6. And on 1st and 10, I'm on my God, he gets ran over. But he's having a lot of mistakes, but he's going to make up for it with a tackle in the backfield. On 1st and goal, he was absolutely on a double team and helped his running back get in again. And oh my God, another sack for -8 yards. In 7 foot, 225, boom, laying it like that in the backfield. You will be a number 1 draft pick. And on 3rd and 11, Mudslide goes and get another sack while we go on to win another game. He is the game off of 6 total tackles. Mudslide Badoookie X is off to a great start this season, but on offense, he's kind of a little slow in that area. He's not really doing well, but bam, on defense, he will run through you and go get the tackle. Absolutely trying to throw him out of the club. Back on offense, we go in and score again. And Mudslide and his teammates was absolutely fired up. Oh, we're getting another 3 and out on defense. Our defense is absolutely going to be ranked by the end of the season, but Prentice will go all the way to the crib. It's now 21-0. And oh my God, Mudslide Badoookie X does his first pancake. He absolutely got put on his butt. But on 2nd and 4, he said, I'm going to go get it back, and got another sack for -6 yards and silenced the crowd. That is crazy. Bill made him fumble this time and gets off with another 3 and out. This team is not going to score on us. Bam, it's a little slippery, son, but you shouldn't be falling like that. We go on and drive down the field. And on 1st and goal, we will punch it in for 6. Mudslide the game off with 4 total tackles. Going into our next game against Mississippi State, they are 4-1. It's time to give them another L and absolutely throw him on the ground. And I waited for him to get back up. I absolutely wanted another pancake, but bam, oh my God. Take ACL, MCL out, and my receiver gets all the way up the field, and he takes it all the way for 6. He was zigzagging and weaving. One thing about Mudslide Badoookie X, he will pull you, so you better get out of the way. But we hold them to 3 points, and it's now 7-3, and absolutely blocking up, throw him on the ground, and stand over him. On 1st and 10, absolutely blocking up again, and as you can see, Butchner will get up that field to get the first down. And on 1st and goal, I'm blocking again, and we go in for 6. It's now 17-3, and I don't know what Mudslide was doing, but we going with another touchdown, and we win the ball game, and he will end the game off with 6 pancakes. Being ranked number 1 in the nation, we kind of got a lot of pressure on us, and Mudslide Badoookie X did not start the game off well. He let up a sack, and they were absolutely hyped up, but boom, oh my God, I missed the sack, and they will get up the field for too many yards. Mudslide was not happy with that. Oh my God, almost an interception, but he drops the ball. But he will have a deflection on the game, but absolutely going to this other side of the field, putting him on the ground, and oh my God, the quarterback throwing an interception. I thought he was going to throw a dot, but he threw an interception, but bam, oh my God, go to get the quarterback. Oh my God, he did a front flip. Is he okay? No, he's not. I don't care. But guess what? I will meet him again with another big hit. And on 1st and goal, we get back on offense, and bam, you thought you were safe. We go in for 6. Mudslide Badoookie absolutely falling on his face and getting back up and getting a sack was an epic play, and he was fired up, but he absolutely ends the game off with 1 pancake and 4 total tackles. Into our next game against South Carolina on 2nd and 5, I was driving this number 9 out of the club because he just couldn't stay on the same level as me, but we didn't have enough to punch it in the end zone, so we put 3 on the board, but Mudslide gets a tackle for loss and get up and silence the crowd because he's that man. But on 3rd and 7, oh my God, club over ripping, go get a sack on Luke Dutu. But on 2nd and and goal, he was blocking up again, and we go in for another one. On second and goal, we drop back down, and I'm absolutely blocking up. This kid jumped in the air. I told him, boom, don't ever do that again. But I absolutely hit him, but he got a gain of too much. But oh my God, club over ripping. Due to sit down. -4 yard loss. I'm not going to play with this quarterback, but absolutely reading the screen. Mudslide Badoookie the 10th, second interception of his career. Could, and he would, go show the athletic speed that he has to be a lineman. Oh my God, takes it for 6 and was absolutely fired up. He gets player of the game with 7 total tackles and 1 interception. On to our next game against the Florida Gators. On 3rd and 13, we threw a slant route, and he absolutely did not get the first down, and they were absolutely hyped up. And going against the number 21 ranked team, we cannot give them the momentum early on. So they get the punt, and he absolutely bounces out left, but we will hit him and put him down. He only got 11 yards, but bam, oh my God, it's time to show them why. We shut them down literally in 3 plays, and they punt the ball right back to us. And on 1st and 10, we were driving down that field, and on 1st and goal, I was blocking up, and Justin Haynes went in for 6. I was long arm him, absolutely hit the quarterback, but he threw the ball out of bounds. On 2nd and goal, I was clamping him up, and we will go in with another TD, splitting the double team. Oh my God, get him ran over, but still making the tackle, and goes in with a sack on Graham Mertz. But we will go on to win the ball game, and Mudslide Badoookie the 10th ends game off for 4 total tackles. Going into our next game against Arkansas, on 3rd and 9, I was getting kind of clamped up, but my team absolutely threw him to the ground and got up fired up, because we gonna blow these boys out. And on 2nd and 5, I take ACL, MCL out, and look at him, so disrespectful. And on 1st and 10, I was sealing that edge for Haynes to go all the way for 6. And on 3rd and 4, I told Chris, well, it's gonna be a long game for you, buddy. And on 2nd and 10, Mudslide let up a sack, and he was kind of frustrated with himself because he absolutely walked over the QB. And on 3rd and 17, Mudslide said, I'm sorry, I will never let someone get to you like that again. And on 2nd and 10, Jacoby Criswell, I told you it was gonna be a long one for you, as I sack him for -10 yards, and I said, 1 not enough, I want 2. So he go get another sack and was absolutely fired up and ends the game off with 2 total tackles as we win 31-0. This might be the biggest game in college football history. Going against number 2, Georgia. We started off intense, absolutely going down the field and scoring, but not just one. We come back down and score again, 14-0. But on defense, I said, it's up, boys. Y'all not gonna stop me. And with that sack right there, I broke the school sack record. Going into the next play on 3rd and 6, I dive and absolutely got back up. I did this before, but this time I made him fumble and my teammate got the ball, so I forced that turnover. On 3rd and 3, he was running that ball, but guess what? Look at the athleticism as I go dive at his legs and the crowd. But on 4th and 7, we absolutely had to kick 3 on offense and win the game. But I get player of the game with 6 total tackles and 1 forced fumble. After taking down the number 2 team in the nation, we kind of have no one else to worry about. But going into our next game against LSU, they started off intense, and being that number 1 team, you know it's gonna come with them boys trying to come out to the game and start off intense. But we absolutely rallied that ball as well, so we matched y'all energy. But we went and scored first, and it's 7-0. But on 2nd and 14, I absolutely blocked him up as my running back was running down that sideline and going with another one. But this quarterback absolutely got from me, but I got back up and dived at his shoestrings. But on 3rd and 9, I go get a sack and got up like the man, stared him down because I said, I'm coming again. Don't think it's over. With this being one of the easiest teams we played, we go in with another one and win 34-0 while he ends the game off for 2 total tackles. On into the SEC Conference Championship, and Mudslide Badoookie the 10th has been here every year, but this time Georgia found their way back to us. They picked the ball off early and they were fired up, but on 3rd and 8, I tried to get to that quarterback, but my teammates will put him down for a 3 and out. So we get the ball back, and oh my God, this defense was rallying the ball, and Mudslide wasn't kind of playing like himself. He was getting blocked up and wasn't doing so well on offense, but on 4th and goal, they were absolutely hyped up, and I said I wanted to go for it, coach, but he kicked 3 to play it safe. But on 1st and 10, I dropped back up in coverage and boomed him because coach wanted me to. I'm going to do whatever coach tell me to do, but they will go on to score, and it's not looking well, so I told coach, put me at fullback. I want to win this game, but we kind of got a turnover, and I go get a sack, fumbled in the end zone, and none of my teammates are there, and they pick it back up, but I say, coach, put me at fullback. I'm going to punch it in, but no, I was short of that touchdown, and they go and kneel the ball, and they are SEC Conference champions. All things have to end. When Mudslide not having the greatest stats, he still declares for that NFL draft. And we had a bid for the bowl game, but he's entering that NFL draft. Mudslide Badoookie X was blessed to receive the opportunity to go to Pro Day, and sitting out there, he was absolutely getting stretched up, and he runs into Chad Ochocinco, and he comes up to me and said, "Hey man, I see the things you've been doing and you look great, but going into that bench press," I said, "Let's get it on. I'm not gonna play 4 reps, 5 reps, but guess what? I said I'm gonna go for 20, and he goes for 26 reps, being a top prospect just off of that. And oh my God, look at the speed that Mudslide has, running a 4.6 at Lineman. Mudslide Badoookie X keeps putting up the stats that he's putting in his combine. I promise you, he won't even have to show an NFL coach his college highlights. But going into draft day, meeting up with Coach Sanders was also a blessing. And he told me he wanted to sit down with me until I got that call, and it was kind of getting a little long, but I picked up that phone and I was talking to the Carolina Panthers. And Dion told me, "Son, your time is coming." And all the things that I went through, everything that he persevered, everything that he fought for was finally here. Mudslide Badoookie X gets drafted to the Panthers, and I promise you, they are gonna receive the best O-lineman, D-lineman, whatever they put me at, I'm ready to go. The Carolina Panthers not having a great record, Mudslide Badoookie X was coming to repair anybody and take anybody's spot. And as you can see, in his first preseason game, he started off in 10. Bryce Young absolutely scared for his life in that pocket. I told him, "You will never have to worry about that again." Going into our first game against the New York Jets, I kind of tumbled over my feet and things didn't start off too well. Mudslide said, "Bam, oh my God, we're going to get in that end zone with no regrets." And he said, going into that next play, "Bam, oh my God, and where's your teammate? Bam, I'm going to catch him as well. Oh my God." With it being the NFL, coach said I could not play 2 positions, but as you can see, Mudslide Badoookie X was clamping him up. He got a little different, but guess what, buddy? The play was over with. I'm already down the field and we're driving. Let's go. With us being up 14-0 already before halftime, the Carolina Panthers absolutely last year was like 0-12 starting off their season, so this is a great start. Bam, oh my God, kid, you're gonna have a long night with Mudslide. Bam, get back on the ground, son. I'm not done with you. But their coach was kind of mad. He threw his cup down and we going to win the game. And Mudslide ends the game off with 10 total pancakes. After having a total of 10 pancakes last game, coach said that's all I needed to see, and we're going straight to that regular season. Bam, and I threw my hands up so I make sure it wasn't a flag, but we didn't start off too well. And against these Atlanta Falcons, they came to play, so we had to punt on the ball back, and it was only right to go get that ball back, and bam, bam, double pancakey. I said, "No, sir, we would never have a start like that again." As we marched all the way down the field, Chubber Hubbard runs it in for 6. But going into the next play, bam, bam, oh my God, this time he laid on this defender. Oh my God. With us being down 21-7, I said, bam, oh my God, we got to get some intensity started, and we go down and score. But absolutely going down and scoring, our defense hold it up, and bam, I got another one. Bam, oh my God, we're absolutely going insane. We go up 28-21 to take the lead. With our defense scoring a pick 6, I was absolutely clamping it up and say, "Get on the ground and I'm going to lay on you." And Chubber takes it all the way 4-6. We going to win 42-28. Going into our next game, bam, oh my God, against the New Orleans Saints, bam, oh my God, absolutely threw my hands up to make sure it wasn't a flag. Going against one of the better D-linemen, Cameron Jordan, I was clamping him up. He had nowhere to go, and I absolutely almost threw him on the ground. Bam, I absolutely got his teammate as well, and absolutely stood over him because Mudslide Badoookie X is a grown man. But Cameron Jordan, bam, oh my God, he thought he had something. I think after Mudslide absolutely laid on him, he was kind of frustrated, but I threw his teammate to the ground and boomed him when he got back up, and we absolutely kicked 3 to take us 10-7. But bam, oh my God, I caught Cameron Jordan again. This time, I laid on him for sure, and he got mad and tried to throw me and call for a flag. Son, you got owned. Mudslide walks off because he's the man, but he ends the game off with 13 pancakes. Into our next game against the Seattle Seahawks, bam, oh my God, Mudslide Badoookie X absolutely pancakes him and lays on him and rolls off. He lucky he rolled off of him. Absolutely going into the next play, bam, I caught him and absolutely waited for him to get up. I laid on him as well because I said, "Son, you took too long." Absolutely booming over the whole defense. Get back up. Boom, you shouldn't have got back up. You should have stayed down, son. But absolutely blocking up on the goal line. We go in for 6. But going into the next play, absolutely tripping over my feet. Well, the game was already over. We go go on to win 21-14. Mudslide ends the game off with 16 total pancakes. Into our next game, bam, oh my god, against the Minnesota Vikings. He absolutely got boomed. Looking for work, your teammate was running too. Bam, you thought you were safe. Hold on, I'm gonna lay on you and absolutely make sure you cannot get back up. Son, get back up. You can't, because this 350 laying all on you. But we going for 6, driving all the way down the field, and bam, oh my god, absolutely laying on him as well. Both of y'all not safe. Absolutely laying on 2 defenders early on in the game. Bam, oh my god, I guess the middle linebacker's gonna catch it as well. And bam, y'all just don't get it. You're not gonna get back up, son. This 350 gonna hurt you. I know it hurt. I know it hurt when I lay on you. Watch out. Mudslide Badoookie X, get up and walk off, because that boy is swag. Woo-wee, best little lineman in the nation, but absolutely laying on this defender again. He got mad and pushed me off of him. Son, get laid on. Mudslide ends the game off with 15 pancakes. Absolutely having a great season. We skipped to the playoffs and we did not make the playoffs. And with that being said, Mudslide had a great season, only let up 4 sacks, but the Panthers just wanted to go another way with Mudslide. They kind of released him, man. Things weren't going well, so drop in the comments down below what is next for him.